This video is going to give you some more detailed information about the different types of appointment availability you will see in SARS Anywhere. As you know, STEM and MLC use many systems to provide all of our services and keep employee communication working. We are going to re-look at Sling, where you check to find out if you are scheduled to work, and SARS Anywhere, where you check to see if you are scheduled for any appointments during those shifts. You can refer to the Sling and SARS Appointments modules in Canvas for additional information, but make sure you are checking both systems and communicating if you have any questions or find any discrepancies. Now let's take a look at those different appointment availabilities I was referring to earlier. There are two types of appointment availability that you will see, plus a third option that you can choose to do if you desire. All of these options are attempts to balance the services and options available to students and provide tutors opportunities to work beyond the drop-in times. It is super important to refresh your view in SARS to be sure you are always looking at the most up-to-the-minute information. The first appointment type is not a guaranteed shift. You will see this gold Check SARS for Appointments shift in Sling, and you will see this yellow all asterisks appointment availability in SARS. During these shifts, you will only work during the times you are scheduled for an appointment. For example, this tutor is booked a 25-minute appointment from 7 to 7:30 p.m. If this was the only appointment scheduled, they would only work from 7 to 7:30. With this appointment type, students can schedule an appointment up to 12 hours before each appointment start time, so this tutor would know by 7 a.m. if their 7 p.m. appointment was going to fill, but they wouldn't know until 8 a.m. if their 8 p.m. appointment was going to fill. For no-shows, if you wait 10 minutes and the student does not show, they are a no-show. You will mark them as a no-show in SARS Anywhere and forward the appointment recording link with no-show added to the subject line. And you are done working that appointment, and you will be paid for 15 minutes. For on-time cancellations, when the student cancels at least 2 hours before the appointment start time, you do not work and you are not paid. For late cancellations, when the student cancels with less than 2 hours before the appointment start time, you are paid 15 minutes for up to 1 continuous hour of late canceled appointments. For example, if each of these 3 appointments were canceled late by the students, the tutor would be paid 15 minutes for the first hour's worth of appointments and another 15 minutes for the third appointment starting the second hour of appointments. A total of 30 minutes would be paid as a courtesy for holding their time, but the tutor would not work any appointments. The second appointment type is a guaranteed shift, and you will see your regular green drop-in shifts in Sling, and you may see yellow or drop-in appointment availability in SARS. Don't assume your whole shift is drop-ins. You will need to check SARS to see if you have appointments. For these shifts, if you are scheduled for an appointment, you work the appointment. If you are not scheduled for an appointment, including if SARS notes drop-ins, you work drop-ins. For example, during their STEM shift, this tutor is booked for a 25-minute appointment from 2 to 2:30 p.m. They would work that appointment, and then, even though they aren't booked for an appointment from 2:30 to 3, they would work drop-ins, and then they will continue working drop-ins from 3 to 4. And during their MLC shift, this tutor is booked for a 25-minute appointment from 6:30 to 7 p.m. They would work drop-ins from 4 to 6:30 as long as no one schedules an appointment with them during the shift, and then they would work the appointment from 6:30 to 7. Since you are working no matter what, with this appointment type, students can schedule an appointment up until the appointment start time. If you wait 10 minutes and the student does not show, they are a no-show. You will forward the appointment recording email with no-show added to the subject line, and then work drop-ins. For on-time and late cancellations, you will work drop-ins. The third appointment type is an option you can choose on a daily basis for your non-guaranteed appointments. Let's look back at what those look like in Sling and SARS. The gold Check SARS for Appointments in Sling and the yellow all asterisks appointment availability slots in SARS. If you see that your yellow all asterisks appointments did not fill, you can send a message in your Sling conversation to say that you would like to waive the 12-hour window for those appointments. This message would need to be sent on that day that you are wanting to waive the 12-hour window. You cannot send a message now to say that you want to waive the 12-hour window for a future date. The schedulers would then change your appointment type to less than 12 hour to allow them to schedule appointments all the way up until the appointment start time. If you choose this option, you would need to continue checking SARS Anywhere for any appointments that might get scheduled with you, and also check Sling as schedulers will continue to message you there. Communication is important. It is also possible for the schedulers to reach out to you to ask if you are interested in waiving the 12-hour window on a particular day. This may occur if a student is looking for an appointment and there are no or drop-in appointments available. The offer is being made to you for that day, but the choice is yours. You can say no, and we will change your schedule to block so that other schedulers don't continue to ask you. Other than waiving the 12-hour window so that students might be able to get an appointment and you might be able to get some additional paid hours, these appointments work the same as the yellow all-asterisk appointment type. You will only work during the times you are scheduled, and your work and pay for no-shows and cancellations follows the same process as the yellow all-asterisk non-guaranteed appointments. Let us know if you have any questions.